Hello, is it me you're looking for? Ow! Did not think this through. Hey curl friends, welcome back to my channel, ProudMane. It's your girl Aloe, your loyal curl friend, and in today's video I'm gonna be doing aloe vera 3 ways. I know we all know about aloe already, so I'm not gonna talk you to death about aloe, but pause. I know what you're thinking. Girl, what happened to your hair? We ain't that comfortable with you yet. Go comb your hair. But let me tell you, I'm about to actually give my hair a trim. I haven't cut my hair in like 6 months, and usually I trim it every 3 months around there. So I'm in desperate need of a trim right now. My hair is looking raggedy, schmaggedy daggedy. Look at this. Actually, you can see some henna tint. The tint of the henna mask that I did previously on my hair. You can see like this reddish auburn tint. Anyways, totes loving that because the weather is warming up, and you know, even though we on lockdown, your girl gotta look cute in the house. We gotta look cute in the house. So anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So like I said, I'm gonna be doing aloe 3 ways, and as you already know, aloe is super nourishing for your hair. It is so versatile. It's easily accessible for the most part. If you go to your grocery store in the produce aisle, you can probably find aloe vera there. So I wanted to make a video on ingredients that you already have at home and things like that, and then show you different treatments that you can do on your hair to fortify and strengthen and moisturize your hair shafts. Aloe is great for revitalizing your scalp, reducing any inflammation. It has antiseptic properties. It helps reduce this dandruffs. It helps your hair to get more bounce and moisture and shine to your hair. So those are just some of the benefits off the top that aloe is really great for. But before we get into the recipes, I wanted to mention that I had about 2 people or so already in my comments on my first video saying that basically shikakai, which I will be using in one of the recipes in this video, they said that shikakai can cause blindness. To be honest, I've never heard this ever. So I did some research and I did find someone on YouTube. I can't pronounce her name, so I'm not even gonna try, but she did attest to shikakai almost making her go blind. I believe she was trying to use it as a shampoo to cleanse her scalp, and it got into her eye, and she was in anguish just trying to recover her eye essentially and going to the ER and all of that. Thankfully she's okay. What I do want to say is that I've personally been using shikakai for over a decade now. I've never had any issues with it. Does this mean that you should abandon shikakai and not use it ever again? Absolutely not. And that's just in my opinion. All these herbs that I've been talking about, they're perfectly safe to use. They're natural. They're derived from the earth. You have to use all these herbs with some caution, and you have to know how to use them properly. They're super potent and they're super strengthening for your hair, and they work. So if you do get a little bit of in your eye or something like that, or you inhale the powders, it could have an adverse effect, you know, on your health. So you want to be super careful. Like I said in my previous video, you want to do an allergy test, you want to do a swatch test or a strand test to your hair just to make sure you're okay to proceed with any of the treatments. I want to also say that I'm gonna link in the description box another YouTuber, a well-established YouTuber that goes by Green Beauty. I think that's the name of her page, and she talked about this incident in particular where the lady alleged that her eye was compromised because of using shikakai, and she kind of covered that and gave a little bit of background and the safeties and cautions that you should take when using shikakai. So I just want to put that out there, that I will still be using shikakai like I always have, and if you want to, you can as well. If you don't want to use it, you can always substitute the ingredients in my video. So without too much talking, that's it, I promise. Let's get right into the video with these recipes. Shout out to all my West Indians that are gonna make some rice and peas this Easter weekend. Y'all better pick up some extra cans of coconut milk because you want to be able to do this hair mask as well. Yes! So for this aloe vera oil, you're going to want to make sure that you wash your aloe very thoroughly. It might have some dirt on there, so you want to get rid of that because you will be using the entire plant. Then I go ahead and I cut the thorns off, cut the bottom off, and then I sit it in a bowl of water and allow the latex to drain. When you do that, it allows the aloe not to cause any irritation or agitation to your skin when it's applied or your hair. Then I proceed to cutting the aloe in small pieces or medium-sized pieces, small enough for the blender to blend it. So once I'm done cutting up the pieces, I'm going to transfer that to my blender, and then I'm going to blend this on high, but for a short amount of time, like literally less than a minute, maybe 30 seconds max. You can leave all the pulp in there because again, we're going to be using this whole thing to make the hair oil. So I'm transferring it into a measuring cup, and you can see how much aloe I got from that one plant. And then I'm going to transfer it to my pan. Right now my pan is not heated. I'm just transferring the ingredients. I'm also adding raw coconut oil, and this is how much I used, about a 1.5 cup of coconut oil. And then I'm just going to add that to the aloe, and then I'm going to turn the heat on, and I'm going to cook this on high until all the moisture has evaporated, all the aloe juice is gone, and all you're left with is the oil. So you want to stir this consistently, keep an eye on it, continuously check on it. This process took me about 30 minutes altogether. As you can see, like I would check to see the color of the aloe. Once it turns like a deep golden brown, you know it's ready. Once all the moisture is gone, it's ready. And then you would proceed to straining it and extracting the oil. I know what you're thinking, girl, you're burning out all the benefits. Like, don't worry, the benefits are still intact, it's still there. This is the process, and this is how you extract the aloe oil, by rendering the pulp and rendering the aloe. See, I'm checking again to make sure the color is right. And here I am at the end after 30 minutes. I put it on low after about 15 to 20 minutes of cooking it on high, and then this is what I have. So I pour it into my cheesecloth, and then I'm going to strain this. And this is a fairly easy process. This is the exact color that you want to see on the pulp. As you can see, there's no moisture in this. It's just strictly oil. And let me tell you, the smell of this is amazing. It's like roasted coconut. Oh my God, I love it so much. And then I just transfer it to a mason jar, and I store it for up to 6 months. And you can use this for your hair, for your skin, whatever you desire. Honestly, I'm not a fan of coconut oil. I know, fight me, but I will use it when it's infused like this.
So for next treatment, you want to cut up your aloe in medium size or about medium size, and then you just want to take the skin off and expose the pulp. And then I'm going to take my spoon and basically scoop this out. This recipe in particular is a great pre-poo or an exfoliant, or you can use it as both if you like. In this video I did use it as both, but when you are considering using it as an exfoliant, you actually want to use less aloe than I am in this video, and your ratio of sugar will be higher than the ratio of aloe, if that makes sense. I only added a lot of aloe because I wanted to distribute the aloe throughout my hair strands, throughout the length of my hair, I mean. So that's why I had a lot more aloe. So after blending it, this is the consistency I'm working with. And then I'm going to add a ramekin sized of coarse brown sugar. And this is the exfoliant element that you're adding to your mixture. And then I'm just going to whisk that up with my fork. And then I'm just checking the consistency to see if it's grainy enough. I know a lot of the sugar will dissolve, so I went ahead and added some more because I wanted a grainier consistency to scrub my scalp a little bit. This is a great combination when you want to not only remove dead cells from your scalp, but it also unclogs your hair follicles for faster hair growth. So then I add a tablespoon of shikakai. Shikakai is amazing for your hair. It makes your hair soft and shiny. It prevents and heals dry scalps. It fights dandruff. It detangles your hair. And it also has astringent properties, so it actually works as a cleanser. So it's super great to come in contact with your scalp. I also added a tablespoon of neem powder. Neem is amazing for your scalp because it has antifungal properties and it can ward off dandruff. So this is amazing for your scalp. So as you can see, I'm applying this and I'm massaging it in my scalp, and then with the remainder I'm going to distribute that through the lengths of my hair. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You grow, girl. Yes.